Welcome, lovely viewers, to another exciting video. Hello, fellow enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Geelong SC. Geelong Soccer Club, formerly Geelong Makedonia, West Geelong, East Geelong, is an Australian soccer club based in Geelong, Australia, founded in 1958 by Geelong's Macedonian Australian community. In 2019, Geelong SC obtained National Premier League's Victoria status after being crowned 2018 champions of football Victoria State League 1 Northwest. Geelong SC is based at Winslow Park, which is located in the Stead Park Sports Precinct in Corio, Victoria, and is strongly supported by the Macedonian community of Geelong. Welcome to the next segment, where we explore early history and its significance in our journey. The Geelong Soccer Club was established in the early years as a way of playing soccer and socialising. Not long after the club was established, it began competing in the local Geelong and Ballarat Soccer League, where it experienced local success. In the early 70s, the club was promoted to the Victorian Provisional League and later gained promotion to the Victorian State League. In 1994, East Geelong Soccer Club moved to Stead Park after forming a merger with the old Geelong Soccer and Sports Club. The merger saw the club retain the Geelong Soccer and Sports Club name while replacing the former Geelong Soccer and Sports Club logo with a new Macedonian lion logo. Since the season of 1968, the club has won 10 championships. The championships were won in the following seasons: 1968, 1969, 1970, 1976, 1980, 1988, 1996, 1998, 2016, 2018. In the next segment, we'll be exploring 2015-2019 from State League to National Premier Leagues and its implications for our subject matter. Geelong had a strong second half of the State League to Northwest season in 2015 after the mid-season appointment of former West Ham and Sydney FC player Stevie Laurie, who promptly brought in Scottish central defender Mark McCafferty, but the poor first couple of months meant that the ambitious outfit had to settle for 6th place. In the 2015 FFA Cup preliminary rounds, Geelong beat Waverley Wanderers, Hoppers Crossing and Westgate FC to progress to the 5th qualifying round. There, they met National Premier League's Victoria powerhouse Hume City FC, going down at ABD Stadium. Geelong SC went on a heavy recruiting spree to aid its push for promotion in season 2016. The club attracted high-profile players, included former league players Isian Erdogan, Nick Kelmer, Dewey Delic, former Hull City player Tom Matthews, Glasgow Rangers youth product Ross Harvey, former Australian Joey representative Brodie Patterson, Scottish striker Sean McElroy, and former Chile youth international Carlos Espinosa. With the star-studded squad, Geelong steamrolled its way to the State to Northwest title, securing promotion to State League 1 with 4 rounds to spare. Geelong SC were crowned champions in the penultimate round of the season after making light work of Corio SC in the season's Geelong Derby. After the conclusion of the 2016 season, Steve Laurie left his position as head coach of the club. In 2017, rookie coach Christensen Bright was thrust into limelight after the short-lived tenure of head coach Fabrizio Somsin. The newly promoted State League 1 side added further stealth to its squad, with players also leaving from the 2016 squad, with the notable additions of Canadian-Polish sharpshooter Daniel Kaczynski from Icelandic club KF Grindavik, Cavaliering Italian defender Kevin Martin, former Wollongong Wolves custodian Daniel Collison, Papua New Guinea national football team captain and most capped player Michael Foster, George Stephendorfers and Harry Hillary Jenkins. Geelong SC got the 2017 season off to a flyer with 4 consecutive wins, including an exciting win over sister club and former NSL heavyweight Preston Lions in round 1 that coincided with the unveiling of the club's new multi-million-dollar purpose-built football complex at Stead Park, Corio. Another highlight of the 2017 season was undoubtedly the feisty 4-0 round 18 victory over fellow Macedonian-backed club and eventual champions Altona Magic. Geelong SC completed its first ever season of football Victoria State League One with a creditable second finish, narrowly missing out on promotion to NPL. Star recruit Kaczynski was the side's top goalscorer with 18 goals. In 2018, Geelong's ambitious board set its sights on promotion to National Premier League's Victoria 2. The much publicised and controversial signings of Matt Townley and Matthew Thorne from rivals North Geelong Warriors were a signal of the club's intent. The arrival of several international players, including Dan Hattersley, Andrew Fitzgerald and Sam Mason-Smith England, Gonzalo Aguero Spain, Takanori Nishimoto Japan, Raymond Gunham PNG, Scott Robson, Aaron Spain and Zhang Sol all NZ further strengthened the squad already boasting names such as Lewis Bentley, Izzy Erdogan, Dooley Delic, Daniel Kaczynski CAN, Harry Hillary Jenkins, Chris Balabarova, Josh Taleb and veteran Stojanovic. The untimely resignation of head coach Christensen bright 3 rounds into the season and a points deduction for an administrative blunder put the club behind the 8 ball early in the promotion plight. The interim appointment of ex-assistant coach of Melbourne Victory Darren Davies followed by the permanent appointment of NPL winning coach Dominic Barber coincided with an unbeaten run of 8 games set up what was to be a historic season for the Lions. A bad mid-season run and a fast-finishing Preston Lions outfit eventually culminated in a round 21 grand final type decider. A scenario no Hollywood film director could have dreamt of scripting. The date of 2 September 2018, the most memorable day in the club's 60-year history. With world-class goals from Sam Mason-Smith and Matt Townley, Geelong SC secured a historic victory against our far more fancied sister club Preston Lions at their famous BT Connor Reserve. In front of a reported 4,000 spectators, the team carved its name into immortality and secured the State League One Championship and the much sought-after promotion to the National Premier League's Victoria 2. At the conclusion of the season, championship-winning head coach Dominic Barber resigned from his position. Our debut NPL season in 2019 saw a major squad rebuild with the appointment of former Brunswick City head coach George Karkaletsis taking the reins. The arrival of experienced NPL players Melvin Beckett, Adamson Agay and Michael Trigger, as well as Romanian defender Bodin Nicolescu from Politehnica Timisoara. On 25 March 2019, Geelong SC issued a public statement confirming that Karkaletsis had departed the club after 6 league games in charge, which featured losses to Werribee City, Murray United, a disappointing draw at Whitsey Rangers and a devastating loss to City rivals North Geelong Warriors in front of a massive crowd in the first ever Geelong NPL derby. On 28 March 2019, the previous season's title-winning coach Dominic Barber was confirmed as his replacement, initially on an interim basis. Barber vacated the position of head coach by mutual consent after a loss to Northcote City FC. Assistant coach Gabriel Marker took over as interim head coach for the remaining 4 games of a relegation dogfight. Pull restructure 7th position down relegated Turnbull, only succumbing in the last 17 minutes of the season to Brunswick City after a gallant effort beating Goulburn Valley Suns and Ballarat City and a draw with eventual champion Street Albans Saints. With the foundation laid, let's embark on a journey into divisional history. Victoria Premier League 2, Victorian State League Division 1 now 2024, NPL Victoria 3, NPL Victoria 2 West 2019, Victorian State League Division 1 now Victorian State League Division 2 now Victorian State League Division 3 now Victorian State League Division 2 now 2011 Victorian State League Division 3 now Victorian State League Division 2 now Victorian State League Division 2 1999 Victorian State League Division 3 Victorian State League Division 4 Victorian State League Division 3 Victorian State League Division 2 1991. In the upcoming section, we'll be dissecting affiliated clubs and exploring its intricate connections to our topic. Geelong SC has sister club relationships with Preston Lions FC, Altona Magic. Have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future videos? Let me know in the comments.